Hello and welcome back. All right, so in the last lesson, you learned all about layers. In this lesson, we're going to go over layer styles, which are another element to layers that will allow you to customize the layers and the elements and the graphics or the text within that layer to style it and do different things to it. So for example, I have some text here. We can add a drop shadow to it. We can add a bevel and emboss. We can add a stroke, inner shadow, inner glow, satin, gradient overlay, pattern overlay, and an outer glow. So there's a lot of different styles that you can apply to the text and shapes and other things like that. So if I create a shape here, and if I want to add a drop shadow to it, all I have to do is double click on the shape layer, and then I will get the layer style dialog panel. And then I can choose from these style options over here on the left side to customize that shape or the text or whatever it is I want to add the style to. Then within the drop shadow, we have other options. We can change the opacity of that drop shadow, how far away it is from the object, the spread, in other words, how much it spreads out so it makes it smoother along the edges, and then the size of that drop shadow as well to blur it out or smooth it out even further. And there's other options as well. So we're not going to go through and explain every single one of these layer styles. Instead, what I would like you to do is grab this layer style PSD file that is attached to this lesson and play around with the different layer styles. So you can turn on or turn off these layer styles just like you can the layers in general by turning on or turning off this eye icon next to each one of the layer styles. You can also go back into that layer panel either by double clicking on the layer or the effects menu right here. And if I double click on that, it brings back that layer style panel so that you can customize it. So go ahead, download this file, play around with the layer styles, and that's the best way to learn how to use the layer styles to get the effects that you want to use. All right, so that's it for layer styles. In the next lesson, we're going to take a look at the type tool.